to a new video. In today's video, I'm going to be playing with my Madam Glam gel polishes and inks to create an inky butterfly. This butterfly that I've just shown you, actually, that's the one that I was going to try and recreate. It didn't go to plan at all. Turned out completely different, but it's kind of the same process. So we're going to go through the process and then you can change it up however you like. Okay, so over on Instagram, I have been quite interested in Sam Biddle's page because she has been playing with her chroma inks. I bloody love inks, and she has inspired me to get my Madam Glam inks out again. I haven't done any inky designs for a long time. Her ink designs are absolutely amazing, so go and check her Instagram out. I'll leave a link in the description box below, and you can go and have a look. But today I'm doing something slightly more simple than her designs, because I'm a simpleton. We're using Mystical Mylar. I asked my other half, should I use Mystical Mylar or should I use Opal Flakes? And he said the Mylar, so I'm going to go with what he says. When I apply Mylar, you can apply this to the tacky layer of gel polish, but I like to apply a thin layer of base coat to the nails. I'll explain in a minute. Look at this. Just glob it on, that's. Right, yeah, so I'll apply a thin coat of base coat. Then I will only cure it in my lamp for half the time. So it's like half uncured. And then I am going to dab and burnish, dab and burnish, whatever the word is, the Mystical Mylar into that slightly uncured but slightly cured base coat. And I find that the Mylar flakes just stick in, they just stick a lot better when I do it like this. I'm just sort of just like pan it in. Do this with gloved fingers because, you know, it's just more professional. My tips don't care if I use my fingers, though my skin might eventually, because doing that can not be good for your skin. Just saying. Do as I say, not as I do. Right, eventually they'll look like this. So I'm going to pop them back in to finish their curing process. And then I'm going to take a hard brush and I'm just going to brush over the nail. And that's going to get off like any of that excess Mylar. And you'll see, because it's like cured into the base coat. Also, it stops, like if you put the base coat on and then you put your Mylar on without curing the base coat, you'll end up with like a sticky brush. And it's just going to ruin your brush. So that's another reason why I do it. Right, for the inks, I like to apply my inks over a matte surface. Okay, for two reasons. One, I just feel like it's more easier to work with. I think it looks nicer. And two, when I put ink on a shiny surface, sometimes the ink, even though it's dried, it smudges. So I don't like that. So I always like to work on a buffed or matte finished surface. This is my very old 3D Miss You brush. I've used it forever as like a cleanup brush, and I use it when I play with ink. Look at the Mylar under the mats. Oh, it looks so nice. Also looks really nice, shiny as well. I also use that brush when I do inks, because I dip it into the acetone. I'll explain in a minute. These are the inks I'm using from Madam Glam. I bloody love them. They're really nice to work with. I have got olive green, light blue, and pink ink. And then I've also got lemon yellow and purple. So they're going to be our inks. Yeah, and when right, can you see what I'm doing? I'm applying the ink where I want the wings. Now already the butterfly isn't slanted at all. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And also this time, instead of outlining the butterfly with white, I've done it with black. So yeah, very different. Anyway, I'm putting the colours on that I want the butterfly to be. You can use any colours, it doesn't matter. And then I will use the acetone to manipulate the ink, to like move it around. And yeah, I'll show you. It's easier to show you when I'm doing the marble, but the more acetone you put on, the more the ink colour will disappear. So yeah, you'll see what I mean in a minute. So on the butterfly, I'm just applying the ink, and then I'm going to take the acetone and I'm not putting lots on, but I just want to merge the colours a little bit more. And also, if your ink does spread, don't worry about it. That I kind of wanted it to look spread out a bit more, and then you just sort of paint on your butterfly shape. It doesn't matter if the ink isn't inside the butterfly outline, because it's kind of nice when the ink spreads out past the outline. You'll see what I mean in a minute. I'm very good at waffling. I'm going to add a little bit more pink on there because I just felt like it needed a little bit more pink, because I do like pink and purple. But I wanted it to be a multicoloured butterfly because I wanted to do like a rainbow marble as well. So you can see, like, I've added acetone, which has decreased the colour. I've put ink back on, which has made the colour come back. Do you see what I mean? Inks are brilliant. I love inks so much. Right, perfect black. This is what we're going to use to outline the butterfly. Sorry if you can hear my washing machine in the background. It's very noisy. And we're using my Nail Sugar Natalie Mugridge detailer brush, which I bloody love. My go-to detailer brush, this one is. It's the 000 Ultra Fine Detailer Brush, but it is out of stock at the moment. Hopefully it'll be back in stock in a few weeks. So keep your eyes peeled. Okay, so for the butterfly, we're going to start by adding. We're going to add the butterfly's antennae. I like to push down slightly harder at the top, and then as I bring my brush up off the nail, it kind of thins that line out, and then I will do a thin black line for its body. I wasn't pleased with the shape of the wing. This I think what is wrong with it is that the line that I've done here coming out of the middle of the body, it's too horizontal. I don't think it just looks a little bit, there's something about the butterfly that's just not quite right. Yeah, and I think it's because the lines are just too horizontal coming up the center of the body. So I'm just doing the outline, and then I will pop that in the lamp to cure for 30 seconds. If you're not very good at, I mean, this applies with anything, right? If you're not very good at drawing things from your memory, which I'm not, especially when it comes to this is why I think the butterfly didn't look quite right. But if you go onto Google and Google images of what you want to draw, and just use those images as reference, especially I find it really good for the detail. The detail I'm doing here is obviously the detail inside the wings. I really like to look at butterfly images when it comes to that, and I didn't do that again for this. So I think next time I should, when I do butterflies. Also, I really like, that came out really weird then, really like I'm actually using, normally for something like this I would use gel paint, because I find I can get a very thin line with the gel paint, but I'm actually using the Madam Glam black gel polish, and I was really pleased with some of the finer detail that I got using the gel polish. So happy days. I don't know if I've said, but you can get 30% off Madam Glam using my code NatMug30, or you can become a VIP member. Basically what that is I don't know if I've said this is the second time I've done the voiceover, and I don't know if I'm repeating myself. Anyway, I hope I'm not. But if you want to get 50% off everything, you can become a VIP member, which is like, basically it's like you set up a direct debit. They take $29 from your bank account every month, and that will sit in your Madam Glam account as like store credit, and you can build it up over a number of months and then have a good old spend up, or you can spend it every month. It's entirely up to you. But all the time you are a VIP member, you get 50% off, which is amazing. If you don't want them to take money out of your bank account every month, you can just use the 30% off code NatMug30. 30% is still a massive saving. And also, if you're buying from the UK, don't forget we've got the exchange rate, which makes them even less expensive as well, which I love. And shipping to the UK is only $9.99 as well, so it's not going to break the bank. You think that's coming from all the way from America. And Madam Glam do ship worldwide as well, so anyone else that's not in the UK, you know, whoop whoop, happy days. Right, so I'm using the Perfect White gel polish to create the little dots, and I'm using a really small dotting tool. The dots I normally like to do just on the very outline of the butterfly, but sometimes I like to put them on like these sort of bits that go inside the little finer detail in the wing and stuff. You just put on as many as you want, really. There's no, I wouldn't cover the butterfly completely in dots, but I think I did go a little bit over the top with this one. But it depends how much you like dots. If you like dots, just go for it. If your client doesn't like dots, so don't put too many on, because you want your client to be happy. I don't have clients, so it's fine. I can do what I damn well want. Right, that's going to go in the lamp now. And then it looks amazing matte or like that already. But I'm going to go over with shiny top coat. You know me, at the end of the day, I think 8 times out of 10, I prefer things matte finish. But today, I felt like going glossy because I wanted you to see. Can you see the mylar under that ink? It just looks amazing. It kind of gives it almost like a kind of like stained glass crystally look, I thought. And yeah, so I thought we'll go with shiny today. For the last, no, it's not the last nail. For the other nail, or the next nail, should I say, I'm going to do a rainbow marble. Look at the inks just blend together so nicely. So again, I'm using the same coloured inks, the lemon yellow, olive green, light blue, purple and pink. And this is what I meant earlier about, what did I say earlier? I can't remember now. I think I said it earlier. As I said, I've done this voiceover twice now, and I feel like I might be repeating myself, but I'm probably not. The more acetone you put on, the more the colour will come off. But again, inks are brilliant. You can keep adding. It's not gonna, it's not like gel polish. You don't need to cure it. It will dry. But once it has dry, you can put your acetone on, and it just sort of, you can still manipulate the ink. So look, you can see, look, I'm adding more here. And basically, it's like we've started again. It looks like the nail at the beginning. And then again, I'm just going to go back in with the acetone on my brush and just sort of manipulate it until I'm happy with it. The good thing about the inks as well is there's no like, what's the word? You can play with it until your heart's content. You don't have like it's not like acrylic. It's not going to set in about a minute. Do you know what I mean? You just go for it. Just do whatever you want. I would wait for it to be completely air dry before you top coat it. But to be honest, it literally takes seconds. Otherwise it will smudge. Especially on a shiny surface, which is why I like to do it on matte, which I think I've already said. So I'm going to leave it like that. I was quite happy with it like that. And then again, this one, I'm gonna do shiny. I think on hindsight, I would have preferred it matte because you can still see the mylar underneath. I love mylar. It's so pretty. Pretty. By the way, the mylar's from Nail Sugar and you can get 10% off using my code NATMUG10. I don't know if I've said. I've got discount codes for everything, I feel like. Though I haven't. But the things I use frequently, I do have discount codes for. These are, this is the good stuff. The glitter's the good stuff too. Oh my gosh, glitter and crystals is like life, isn't it? Right, the crystals I'm using are all Preciosa crystals. They are from the Crystal Parade. I do have a 5% off code, which is NAT5. I'm using colours Citrine, Peridot, Aqua Bohemica, Tanzanite and Rose. I wanted to use colours, the same colours as like what I've used in this on these nails. I'm going to put a line of crystals down the centre of the nail. So I'm using my Nailchemy Crystal Totalist Gem Glue to adhere these. Again, I like to put crystals on a matte or buffed surface. Normally I'd make sure that the nails are matte because I can't be bothered to buff them. You lazy sausage. Right, because I am making these I'm making these rainbowed. What I'm going to do is, because I don't know how many crystals I'm going to need for each colour, I'm going to start off with the yellow and the pink, because they're the colours that the yellow is at the top and the pink is at the bottom. So I'm going to put 3 to start with. Then I'm going to put the blue, because blue was the 3rd colour I used, which was the centre colour, basically. And then the purple and the green, I'm kind of going to fill in as I go. And then if I need to add more crystals, I can. Like if I started at the top, say I put 3 yellow, 3 green, 3 blue, 3 purple, and then 3 pink, and then I ended up with like a gap at the bottom. It was just gonna, if I move the crystals down, it's just gonna squidge all that gem glue down as well. So I found it easier to do it this way. I hope that makes sense. And then I'm just gonna faff and move the crystals so that they're all nice and straight, and there's all, you know, like they're all nice and even. And then I'll pop it in for 60 seconds, and that's basically them finished. I hope you like them. If you did, please leave me a like. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. It's completely free, and you can always change your mind later. Hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I upload. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Don't forget, discount codes will be in the description box below. I'll see you all tomorrow, because it's Friday. Yes, it's Friday. Yes. See you all tomorrow with a new video.